$20 a ticket. Step right up.
$20 a ticket, folks. Any other chapters have any events coming up? Yes, sir, James.
Hey, bud. Good morning, everybody. We've got the Breast Fest. It's our annual thing.
You want the
Breast Fest. Can't hear me.
Just call it the phone, so it's all the different colors. Come around, sir.
On October 8th, we've got the Breast Fest shindig coming up. It's an annual event that we do, and it's always a really great turnout. We'll have a band playing that night. That is Saturday, October 8th. There'll be 50-50 raffles and also lottery ticket raffle, and of course, the best drinks in town for the best prices.
Why with the bras?
Oh, and also the riders do a ride during the daytime, and we kind of dress up with bras on and go to the other posts to collect money that we present to the auxiliary at the end of that night. So if you've never seen us riding around with these pink flowery bras on, which is so ridiculous, but we do raise a lot of money doing that. So if you see us at the post or at another post, please come over and stick $1 or $2 in our bras, okay?
Post one thing. Post one thing. I will try to get this information together and get it out to everybody in the next week or so. Okay? Anyone else? Yes, sir.
I think y'all can all hear me. 303 Bonita Springs, October 23rd, we're going to have a bike rodeo, which I think my road captain here is going to be the man on that, and this is going to be benefiting breast cancer. My treasurer tells me we're going to have beautiful pink shirts with some black lettering that will ride next week. I understand it's very manly to wear pink, so we'll have some of those available. And also coming up January 29th, I mentioned our district directors meeting. It's a long way out, but it takes a lot of planning, and so that's our big bash, blessing the bikes, last Sunday in January, and we always need volunteers. So thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Any other chapters?
Do we have any, are we under new business?
Yeah, we're in the business.
I've got something.
Sure.
I am a lifetime member of ABATE, and I'm sure most of you know what ABATE is. I was contacted by their insurance carrier the other day up in Jacksonville. ABATE offers a accidental life and loss of limb benefit free of charge to their members. When I was talking to the guy up in Jacksonville, I found out that they also offer free of charge a discount card for any medical or dental and prescription drugs. These are free of charge. They also have insurance policies that they sell. But these two things are things that they give away for free. It's accidental loss of limb or accidental death. It's a $2,000 policy. So I'm looking into that. The gentleman that I talked to the other day is supposed to send me the information. Hopefully we'll be able to subscribe to them. It's AIL out of Jacksonville, and it's free. So I'll let you know as soon as I find out.
Yeah, thank you, James. Appreciate that. Yes, sir.
Assistant Director, Post 110. I was just reminded that there is on November 5th of this year, they're going to set up between 8 and 10 a Veterans Appreciation Day Parade. It's going to start here at Charlotte High School and going to end up at the Convention Center in Punta Gorda. From what I understand, they might move that to Port Charlotte next year. So if anybody would like to make that or make arrangements to get a quote or whatever, you're welcome.
All right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to ask everyone that has something going on to get it to me, and I will get it out to all the posts and all the chapters. Okay? And if you want, I'll get it out to the sons and the auxiliary also. Yes, sir.
I just want to wish happy birthday to all Air Force veterans. Today is your birthday.
Happy birthday, Air Force.
And they're pretty old. 75.
Any more new business, any more events, anybody want to join? Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Colleen, with Chapter 135. We are pleased to announce that Saturday nights, the fourth Saturday night of the month, we will be having events through season. Hopefully it'll be a bike night. Our first one will be October 29th. We will have entertainment, we will have food. We're working on parking, I know, and just having a bike parking out front, hopefully. Our meeting is tomorrow night, and so we're gonna finalize those details. I'll get it to Bud, and I'll get it to Sunny for the calendar. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else? Come on. All these chapters, you guys got nothing going on? Yes, sir.
Commander?
May I introduce you, sir?
Commander Director, Chris Anderson, Second Vice Commander, Department of Florida. I will remind y'all that the whole month of October is your ALO round robin.
Round robin, yes, sir.
That's for all chapters. Merry-go-round. Merry-go-round. I knew it was round somehow. Yeah, merry-go-round. Yeah, sorry.
All the information for the merry-go-round can be found online at the American Legion Department of Florida. Okay? Like I said, I don't have it. I wasn't prepared on the meeting today. Okay? So bear with me. Do we have anything else? All right. Before we get out of new business, I want to say something. Yes. Yeah, okay, I'll mention that, because I didn't before the other. All right, ladies and gentlemen, sorry about that. As I said, the riders have for the last 4 years donated teddy bear and/or money during COVID to get outside of the children's hospital. So every child that comes into that hospital, whether they're a patient or a visitor, can receive a teddy bear. Okay, this is our 5th year. I'm asking anyone that can take a box back to their post, if your commander's not going to be here, the Legion need to take it back. All the information is on the poster. Every box has a poster on it. And if you fill the box up, please don't buy out the box. All right? You know, yeah. The second thing that I'm asking the riders to do, this teddy bear run, before I get off it, is not only just for the riders. I'm hoping everybody and all the Legion posts, all the families get involved. If you don't ride, drive your car. It's a wonderful thing when we go down here and turn everything over to the hospital. You know, especially this year we're doing teddy bears again. So the first year was teddy bears, the last 2 years was money because of COVID. So please, get everyone involved. Not just the riders, get the sons, the auxiliaries. Get the Legion involved. That's why I'm going to ask everybody to take a box back and set it up somewhere in your post. The second thing, we're doing the keg of booze again this year. Okay? The keg's right here. I should have rolled it out, but yeah, the keg's right here. We're doing the keg again. Now what we did this year, we were being selfish, my wife and I. Okay, too bad. Well, we decided to give each chapter 18 tickets to sell. It's all 18, comes to $90. What we did is we figured out between the chapters, the units, the squadron, okay, the Legion, there's 55 units. So if each unit takes 18 tickets and sells them, we will end up with $4,950. That's $1,000 more than we made last year. Okay, so that's what we're asking. And you stop and think about it, people say 18 tickets is enough. Well, if you go back to your post, you got the Sons, you got the auxiliary, you got the Legion, you got 4 times 18. Okay, and there are more tickets once you sell your tickets. That's not fun. So I'm asking everybody to take responsibility and help sell these tickets. It's for the district incentives, the things that we do in the district, such as Boy Scout. This year I'm going to team up with Madam President Jan Farrington to help them with Girl Scout, to get the girls up to Girl Scout. Okay, last year we made a donation to them. This year we're going to make another donation. The other thing I was going to bring up, I'm here, is last year we had a game that we played. It was called the $100 Club. Anybody get into the $100 Club? I had a few of you here last year? Okay. I got some complaints about the $100 Club being too much money. So we're going to drop it down to the $50 Club. And of course, you know, if only 50 members play, you're only going to win 1,200 bucks. But we got 100 chips. So we can sell those 100 chips for 50 bucks. Wow, we're going to have a nice installment into our district fund. And the winner will have a nice little bit loose change in his pocket. So there are 2 things that are going to go on. Well, actually, the 3 things that are going to go on. So that was going to be my pitch as I came up as district commander to you guys. Is there any old business?
Can I ask a question, Mike?
Yes.
Was there a winner on the $100 club last year?
I'm sorry?
Was there a winner on the $100 club last year?
Yes.
Oh.
There was a winner. It was if you were at the DCC meeting, you would have done that. No, hey, no excuses. At the DCC meeting, the number was fixed. The winner of the $100 club was Buddy Guyette out of 110. The winner of the Barrel of Booze was Danny Robinson, who was a member here of Post 103. They were the 2 winners. So, okay. Thank you for asking that. I forgot to put it in my list. Thank you. Okay, so that's what's going on. All this money is going to go to the district to help out with the kids, with the program, with our veterans in need. Okay? I don't know how many, raise your hand, how many help the homeless person? How many put money out of your own pocket to help the homeless person? Okay? So one of the things I want to try to do with the district this year is put a little fund together that we can help a homeless veteran. I mean, I don't want to take it out of my pocket, but sometimes you need a little help. So that's what I'm going to talk about. And I'm going to ask you folks, you know, if you do a fundraiser or something, and you want to donate it to the district, fantastic. I will do these 2 fundraisers, and I'll have it on somewhere along after December, our December 11th meeting. Okay? That is the next meeting, by the way, December 11th. I have to wait till the meeting this afternoon for the commanders to pick out where that meeting will be, and then it'll be broadcast to everybody else. Any other old business? Corey, you know?
She answered my question.
There you go. Okay. Like I said, Charlie had on his list here about Philly District poker run. Okay. Is anybody interested in that? Or any of the chapters interested in getting together as a district and doing a ride? A poker run?
Yeah, why not, sir?
Okay. See if we can get some people together, put a committee together and set that up. Just for everybody's information, you probably remember about 9 years ago we had a ride-in here at 103. We had a district ride-in. Was it 9 years ago? 10?
2015.
Okay.
Come on, I got t-shirts.
Yeah, you sold mine. Yeah, well, whatever it was. We had a district ride-in here. It was fantastic. We had a lot of folks coming in from all over, not just District 13, we had come in from District 8, we had some folks coming in from they go to OCC. No, that's the department ride. So if anybody's interested, we can do something like that, or just do a poker run, or just get together for a ride. Last year when I was helping, I got together with Corey and a bunch of guys, and we went out for the day, we had a blast. And we stopped as many posts as we could till the rain knocked us out. So if you're interested in that, I will be doing that. I will be stopping by your post, and hopefully Charlie will come back and we'll get all this done and we'll be riding. Okay? If there's no other business. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta let Stan talk.
All right, reason why I'm up here is because I feel I go to the summit every year but 1 year. And I get friggin' bashed, or District 13 gets bashed about paperwork. All right, right now, 90, 110, 323, 136, and 336. Right now, you guys have nothing on file at the department. Okay, well, no. This is what was explained to me. Well, I may be wrong. I know we probably just sent it up, but this is...
I have sent it up twice over the last 3 weeks.
This is why I said I want everybody to give it to me. I will take a personal trip and hand it right there on Beverly. Well, now it's not. Beverly is no longer the adjutant for the department for riders. Kristen is in a one-year training program. So I will make 3 copies. You give me your 1 copy, I'll make 3 copies. I'll give 1 to Jim Wyman, I'll give 1 to Beverly, and I'll give 1 to Kristen. If I have to go in every one of their houses to drop it off, I will do that. Because I don't want to go up and look at the page for District 13 and see there's nobody there. I know 103 just finished theirs on the 103 is there 6 times. I know, we did out of 6 times, but it was finally ratified in March of this year. Right here, this list all goes back to July the 5th. I haven't gotten an update, but I believe there is now 185 chapters in the state of Florida. The reason why I'm saying you may have done it when you first started your chapter, I've been told they've had floods up in Orlando. I've heard they've had actually fires in Orlando. And if you don't have your original paperwork, they've been telling me to just have you go and start off as today is day 1. And you can keep all your members, because you know who your members are. You can keep your members that way. So, a lot of them you need a startup letter, a letter of confirming it from the chapter, SOP forms, starting member list, and standing rules, and accepted standard rules renewal date. Yes?
Sir, Director from 323.
Yes.
I submitted it 3 times. Obviously, I'm doing it wrong. So why don't you give me a copy of what I need to do?
I'm going to hand you that. I'm going to highlight your chapter, and I'm going to say this is what you need. And all these forms are on the website under riders. And all you have to do is put in your name, put in your chapter number, put in your location, your case, your officer's report, and hand it to. You also have to have it signed by your post commander and post adjutant. That's why a lot of them are getting kicked back, because the post adjutant and the post commander aren't signing them. Yes?
Hey, I've recently submitted all that stuff to school.
Yeah, I know that. I think you guys are all set right now, 90, but I'm going by a list. The last list that she put out was July the 5th. So if you work on it July the 5th, I will call Kristen and say, Kristen. And I'll ask her and say, what about post 90? They told me at the district meeting that we submitted all the work. What are they missing? Okay?
Chapters, please see standing before you leave, and if you have your paperwork take it with you. Yes, we have all submitted our paperwork numerous times. Pete Rubisky back there, PC, Stan will tell you, we actually handed it personally to them. And we're told a year later they never received it. So whatever happened, happened. Now they're trying to get it straightened out, so let's give them a hand to get it straightened out, all right? It's to our benefit, okay? So any other old business? Any complaints?
Me.
Any complaints about, the district staff, the district chair, anything?
Loaded.
Come on, Joanne. All right. Wow. to be a quick meeting.
That's what we want.
Okay, we do one quick meeting, right? Everybody wants to go right. Like I said, do buddy checks. Think about a district poker run or something that we can all get together, such as when they do the blessing of lights, that's a nice turnout. We got to do more than 1 or 2 a year. Okay, yes, Shane?
Hey, Bud, are you gonna do wreaths again?
Yes, sir.
Christmas time?
The wreaths for fallen police officers, the thing that I run,
Yes.
that will be the first Saturday of December. Wreaths Across America, I think, is the next Saturday or Saturday after that. We do it the first Saturday throughout the nation, and it's called Wreaths for Fallen Heroes. I will let everyone know if you're interested. I had people come up from 274 last year and help us put the wreaths together. It's a lot of fun when we get here and put the wreaths together. Okay? So we will be doing that.
What's the date on putting them together?
Huh?
What's the date on putting them together?
I haven't got that date from John yet. I'm still waiting for John to get it. It probably looks like the day after Thanksgiving or somewhere within that week. Okay? So it's a nice ride. We only do the five officers in Charlotte County that we ride to, Chapter 103 rides to. But we do hand out, and it's sad to say, in the 5 counties that we cover, we put out 48 wreaths for officers that died in line of duty. Okay, and that's from Hendry, you know, I'm not going to name them, it's a waste of time. So yeah, if you folks are interested in that, why don't you join us? We have a good time. But I think we should get together and do more. I have the picnic dates. Janet, you have that available? My books are, oh, hold on, I might have it here. No, it's in my other book. It's in my other book. We're going to have 2 picnics, folks. The first one, I think, is November.
Sunday, October 30th, Saturday, March 18th.
Okay, there are the 2 dates. Did everybody hear that? It's Sunday, October 30th will be the fall picnic.
Saturday, March 18th.
Where?
We haven't chosen that yet. Ladies and gentlemen, all that has to be discussed at the Legion meeting tonight. The post commanders have to decide who wants to be the sponsor of that, okay? And like I said, once that information is found out at the meeting today, it'll go out to everybody. And I think most of you know I do a lot of stuff out there, okay? All right, anything else? Yes, sir.
Girl Scouts and Suicide Event on February 25th.
Is that the date you picked?
Yes.
Is that a Saturday or Sunday?
It's a Saturday.
Saturday, okay. One moment, sir. Mike Turner is the chairman for our suicide prevention event. And it's again, when is it, Mike?
February 25th.
February 25th. Okay, so Mike will be out there, he's going to look for help. If you guys want to volunteer to help Mike and Dina Hall. Dina Hall is also on that committee. If you guys get out there and help with that, that'd be great. If you show up for the event, it'd be fantastic. We had a good show up last year. I'd like to see something better. Thank you. Yes, sir.
All right, since I took the district calendar, everything that you just mentioned, you need to send it to me. I love dictating and writing down everything, but I'm not that good. All right? So, all the directors should have my email. SonnyBurnett@yahoo.com. SonnyBurnett@yahoo.com. I made it specially for you. Okay?
If nobody's seen it yet, it's pretty neat the way he set it up.
Now I have it in Google Drive, I have it on a PDF, and I have it on a Word document. So I have 3 versions of it. So, like I said, all the events you have, send me your email.
Can you say your email one more time?
SonnyBurnett@yahoo.com.
Thank you.
So Sonny Burnett, like you recommend Burnett.
What's your real name?
My real name. My real
Oh,
name.
God, you had to ask.
There you go. My real name. You can spell it out. I'm not going to say it for you. It's COURTBULLION.
Say it.
Kuvion.
Huh?
Kuvion.
It's Couillon. My name is Frank. It's not more Couillon.
riders leave, besides seeing Stan, would you please see me so I can give you your tickets, please, for the whiskey, the keg of booze. Okay. There's no other business to come before us. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Anything good for the chapter, for the district, for the charters? No? Do we know of any member that's in need?
Okay.
Any member that's sick? Any member needs information? Or do we have any funerals coming up? Anybody, just doesn't have to be riders. Okay, I do want to thank a lot of the riders from District 13. They attended a funeral, I believe it was yesterday or the day before. There was an incident here in Fort Myers, I believe, where a young Marine, 20 years old, was shot by a stepfather and killed. And the riders for the VFW, the Marine Corps, everybody showed up, and we had a nice showing from from District 13 to go out and escort that young Marine. So I thank you that were there. It was wonderful that you did that. Okay? All right. There's no other business coming for this meeting. At this time, we will remove the PWMIA flag at the chair there, so we'll just go with that. With everyone on the cover, please. Chaplain, would you lead us in a closing prayer?
Heavenly Father, we thank you for this time we spent together as riders of the American Legion. We ask that you would be with us and keep us safe until we meet again. In your holy name, amen.
Amen. I will now accept the motion to adjourn.
Motion adjourned.
Second.
Second.
Okay. Please recover. Put our nation's colors in place and salute. 2. I now declare District 13 American Legion Riders meeting adjourned.
Yes. Please be seated. Sergeant at Arms, please ensure that all members and visitors have signed in and present the sign-in sheet to the adjutant. Sergeant at Arms, please secure the room.
Secure.
Anthony, go have a seat wherever you feel like it. Okay. Wherever you're comfortable.
Sit here, yes.
Everyone stand. The colors of our nation in place and salute. 2. Please uncover as the chaplain invokes the blessing of God. He did come away. Oh, Doug, thank you.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for the time we spent together as Sons of the American Legion. We ask, Father, that you would join with us, give us your ideas, your help, and your deliberation in everything that we do. We hope that everything that we say and do is pleasing in thy sight and for the good of the Sons of the American Legion. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Amen. In memory of our departed comrades and the comrades of our fathers, let us stand in silence. Please standing and uncovered through the Pledge of Allegiance. Resolution 288 adopted at the 67th National Convention of the American Legion, and Resolution NC 294 adopted at the 23rd National Convention of the Sons of the American Legion calls for designating a POW MIA empty chair at all official meetings of the Sons of the American Legion. As a symbol, physical symbol of the thousands of American POW MIAs still unaccounted for from all wars and conflicts involving the United States of America. This is a reminder for us all to spare no effort to secure the release of any American prisoners from captivity, the repatriation of the remains of those who died bravely in defense of liberty, and a full accounting of those missing. Let us rededicate ourselves to this vital endeavor. Sergeant at Arms, please place the POW MIA flag on the empty chair. Please remain standing and uncovered as the Vice Commander leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Recover. Please join me in the recitation of the preamble of the Constitution of the Sons of the American Legion. Proud to possess the rights of posterity, we nail descendants of veterans of all wars, associate ourselves together as Sons of the American Legion for the following purposes: to uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States of America, to maintain law and order, to foster and perpetuate the true spirit of Americanism, to preserve the memories of our former members and the association of our members and our forefathers in all the wars, to inculcate extensive individual obligation to the community, state, and nation, to combat the atrocities of both classes and the masses, to make right the master of life, to promote peace and goodwill on earth, to safeguard and transmit prosperity, principles of justice, freedom, and democracy, to consecrate and sanctify our friendship by our devotion to mutual helpfulness, to adopt the letter and spirit of all the great principles for which our American Legion stands, and into the system carried on for God and country. Please be seated. I declare this meeting of the Sons of the American Legion District 13 casting the floor out of the American Legion. I'll say once.
Up to the teacher right now. I'm drinking.
Mr. Adjutant, please have a roll call of officers.
Commander,
Here.
Vice Commander,
Here.
Finance. Judge Advocate. Excuse. Adjutant, I'm here. Assistant Adjutant.
I saw him somewhere.
Okay. Chaplain.
Excuse. Not feeling well.
Historian. Sergeant at Arms.
Here.
Assistant Sergeant at Arms. Assistant Finance Officer.
Here.
Thank you. Mr. Adjutant, please have a roll call of squadron.
Squadron 38. Please respond, Commander, plus to this. Squadron 90.
Commander +2.
103.
Here.
Commander +3.
4.
110.
Here. 6.
I heard 2 people.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
123.
Here, Rex.
130.
Here. One.
Well, guys. What's that? 135. 136.
Commander plus 2.
192. 274. 303.
Assistant plus 2.
Did you count Mike in that? 323. 2, no commander. 336.
No commander 1.
351. 404. 405, I hope not. Commander, you have a forum.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Adjutant, would you please present the minutes?
I make a motion that we suspend the minutes from the last meeting.
Second that motion.
We have a first motion, do we have a second? Bud? Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion's carried. Bud, Commander Ward. Mr. Finance Officer, may we please have a finance report?
All right, I have a finance report as of reporting for the dates of May the 14th, 2022 to September 18th, 2022. We had a balance of, beginning balance of $2,756.50. We had a deposit of $417 for the district picnic and a deposit of 41 cents in interest. For a closing balance of today is $3,173.91. I make a motion that we, no, I can't even.
You can't make a motion.
Commissioner Rapp, 323, motion to accept subject to audit.
Second. Second by Corey Woolman. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion's carried. Introduce our guests at this time. And I usually screw this up. Ron Lechner, past District 13 Commander, past Southwestern Area Commander, and current Assistant Detachment Sergeant at Arms. Would you like to speak? Ron?
No, thank you.
Commander, District Commander 13, Bud Boyer. Past District Commanders, Tom Burns. On my left. Christian Rapp, and past Southwestern Area Commander. And current detachment adjutant. That's a huge job.
Mike, if I may, just one moment.
Yes, sir.
Gentlemen, I've served as your Southwestern Area Commander several years and your District Commander. You guys make my job real easy. This district runs itself. You guys are all a great bunch of guys. You're doing great work, and I thank you. And I know you've made it pretty easy for me as well. So thank you for all you do. Keep doing what you do, and keep sending in your events. I still run the website for the detachment and everything. I've got cards. It's easy. It's adjutant at floridasuns.org. I will get it out in the source, our newsletter, on all our pages, the Southwestern Area page and all that. But thank you for what you do. Keep doing, and I look forward to helping you in any way I can.
Yeah, real 11 falls not here, so that'll save us about 5 minutes. Southwestern Area Commander, Curtis Sheffield.
I don't have much to say. Real happy with the way the membership's going. District 13 is just actually kicking butt. You guys are doing a great job. Keep it up. You're killing District 8. That doesn't happen very often, so I'm gonna have to probably kick some ass there. The only thing that upsets me, but it's way early, is that our area, Southwestern, we're last in the area commanders for membership. So if we can really make a push in the next couple months, hopefully before the end of the year, we can pick that up. And personally, I would like to finish at least in the top 3 at the end of the year, preferably number 1, because it will probably be my last year as whether it's going to be a Southwestern area commander or a district commander. Just not necessarily going to retire, but let someone else come in. I've done it for 3 years. I know Christian's done it a lot. Everything that Christian said just previous to me, I 100% agree. You know, everybody's doing a great job. Keep it up, and hopefully see you at the next meeting. Thank you.
Detachment Assistant Sergeant at Arms Stanley Baroli.
Speech?
No, I've already spoke already.
Have you heard him speak? No.
We're going to the other room.
And we have Mr. Jerry Nolan, Entertainment Director for Cape Cabaret. Would you like to speak now, Jerry?
Sure. I won't be long. What I do is I run a Cape Cabaret dinner theater in Cape Coral. I run 300 shows a year. The reason I'm here, everybody doesn't live in Cape Coral, so we bring the shows to you. Okay? Some of the shows include, I'm not going to list them all, the Rat Pack, Frank, Dean, and Sammy, Alec Bond, Kenny Rogers, Abbott and Costello, Demon, Jerry Lewis, George Burns, Barbara Streisand, etc. Okay? What we do is we get in touch with the Post and we find out what month they would like something and what kind of event they have. At that point, we know that such and such will be in town at that time. We offer 6 choices. We never ask for a deposit. And the way we get paid is either percentage of the door or a flat fee. This coming week, we have 8 shows running. You can go online, look at Cape Cabaret. I'll give you some information on your way out. One of the shows this coming week is a guy named Barry Lee, who you may not have ever heard of. But he has traveled with Bob Hope to entertain the troops in Vietnam. So he's a great guy to see in the show. He's still a good comedian, even in his 80s. Chris can tell you that at Post 323, we did about 6 shows there when Andy was still around. And Bouncer used to do all of our music there.
I'll tell you what, guys, it's well worth it. His talents, they're great. Abbott and Costello was hysterical last night, too. It's well worth looking into.
All right, thank you. So I will be at my table. Like I said, I don't want to take a lot of time when when the meeting's over. I love to exchange cards with you and give you a package to take home. And then maybe we can stay in touch in the next couple of weeks. And I thank you very much for your time.
How's the outdoor seating coming?
The outdoor seating is 3 weeks away. Unless the inspectors do not shine nicely upon us.
Well, it is great.
Go ahead.
Whoops, glasses, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I would like to introduce Ralph Camp, Squadron 90 Adjutant and District 2 District 2 Task Commander, current Department Chair of Law and Order. And we are honored to have in our audience today, Boise State Representative Anthony Usaka. Sergeant at Arms, would you escort Anthony to the podium?
one of two selected out of the entire Florida Boys Day program to attend Boys Nation in Washington, D.C. So 2 out of around 463 people. So what the entire reason I was there is because of you and all the other Legionnaires and people who helped me get there. Without you guys, I wouldn't have been able to attend either Boys Day or Boys Nation. At Boys State, I just had so many great experiences. I met some amazing people. We met the mayor of Tallahassee. The governor came and spoke to us. We had the editor-in-chief of the Tallahassee Democrat newspaper. We had multiple state legislatures. It was the greatest experience of my life. And the American Legion, the Sons of the American Legion, made that all possible. And in Boys Nation in Washington, D.C., I actually met the president of the Sons of the American Legion. And I spoke to him, and I had some great conversations about the Sons of the American Legion and its purpose and what it does, and how the Sons of the Veterans of our country play such a big purpose in our society and all the terrible work you guys do. So I'm honored to just be here and speak to you all. I want to say thank you to everyone. Even if you may not have personally talked to a Boys Stater, maybe there's some Boys Staters currently, but it's a great program, and I just want you to know that the work you guys do has such an impact on everyone's lives, indirectly or directly, and I just want to thank you so much for that. So, thank you.
This time I'd like to introduce the district staff. For those of you that don't know him, Mike Middleworth, commander of Relay 2023. Tom? Tom Burns. Stand up.
Tom Burns, Adjutant, Squadron 323.
Sean Wing, I am your District Vice Commander. I'm from Squadron 90.
Sandy Broy.
Stan Broy from Ian McQueen, Squadron 103, here downtown beautiful Ponta Gorda. I am your Assistant Finance Officer.
Christian Rapp, one more time.
Christian Rapp, Squadron 323 in beautiful downtown Lehigh Acres. I am your Assistant Adjutant.
George Stern.
George Stearns, right here from Squadron 103, I'm your Sergeant at Arms.
Okay, next, do we have any committee reports? And membership report. And any from Christian?
What?
We had a lot of problems last year, obviously, and 136 in St. James City had big time issues. And this year, the computers must be squared away because they are number one in District 13. Everybody else is in good shape. Thank you guys for working so hard on your memberships. It means a lot to us. It's good to see everybody's on board with the new portal. Any other committee reports? Sick call and relief? Everybody's okay? I would mention some auxiliary things, but Jesse, next Sunday?
There's a memorial, actually today and next Sunday at Plus 136. The past auxiliary president's mom is next Sunday, I believe at 11:30. So if anybody wants to take a nice ride or bike ride down to St. James City, you're welcome.
Anything else? Commander Boyer,
Thank you, Commander.
you'd like to come up front?
No, I'll do it back here.
One more.
Oh, well, now. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Three things that are happening in the district this year that we're trying to put on. You remember last year we had the keg of booze, okay? We made $3,595 on that keg of booze. It paid for the boys to go to Boys State, all the boys from District 8 and District 13. The gentleman from Post 103 won it, Danny Robinson, okay? Last year we also had the $100 club. Well, everybody kind of complained about it, so we're dropping it down to 50 this year. But last year we made $5 grand. $5 grand with the $100 club. We only had 50 people play, but it worked out well. And we donated that money, not all of it, we gave $1,250 to the auxiliary to help out with them sending girls to Girls State. Okay? The other thing we have, okay, is this is our 5th year. 5 years ago we started what we call the teddy bear run. The riders do it. Okay? The first year we collected teddy bears. We had them up higher than this ceiling, stretched out. We collected so many teddy bears. The next 2 years with COVID, as you know, we only could donate money. So last year we donated $3,875 raised by the riders. This year I'm asking everybody to get involved. It is Galisano's Children's Hospital that gets these teddy bears. It's a community thing that we're doing. The riders are doing it, and we're asking the Sons, the auxiliary, and, you know, Legion. If you don't have a bike, drive your car down. Come down and see what we do. You know, see the faces when these kids get a teddy bear. Okay? The keg of booze. Last year we sold the tickets $5 a piece or 5 for 20. Well, my wife and I are being selfish this year. We're selling the tickets for $5 a piece. You're not getting 5 for 20, and that's why they're crossed out. The reason doing that is we added up all the units, all the chapters, all the squadrons, and all the posts. It comes out to 55. We got 1,000 tickets. So we divided 55 into 1,000, it comes out to 18 tickets. So I'm asking each family and each unit to take their tickets and sell them. It's 90 bucks. It's only 18 tickets. If you need more, I got more. Okay, but if we sell all the tickets that I put out today, we're going to raise $4,950 towards Boys State. Now we can donate some money towards Girls State to help them. The $100 club, again, I said, is going to be $50 club this year. Okay? If only 50 people play, the winnings are going to be $1,200. The more people to play, the bigger the winnings, the more money that comes into our account to help with the district incentives such as Boys State, Girls State. We need to help somebody that's homeless. We'll have the money in our district account. Okay? So, if you step outside, when you leave, you'll see the boxes out there. I've already had the posters on it, all the information for the teddy bear run. We're going to meet at post 274. Okay? Kickstands up for the riders will be 11:30. We're going to drive over to the hotel and present, over to the hospital and at 12 o'clock present the teddy bears. So each post is getting a box. And if you fill the box, folks, please go buy another box. You know? Joanne and I put out $69 last night for all the boxes. I'm not asking for the money back, so they're not expensive.
What's the date of that teddy bear run?
The teddy bear run is December 4th. I'm sorry, thank you. Which is December 4th.
274 North Fort Myers Beach.
Yeah, Fort Myers Beach. Yeah. It's usually later on in the month, but we had a district meeting with the riders, and everybody talked about what they had going on, and it seemed like every weekend a different chapter had something going on, and the 4th was the only thing open, so we're doing it. Please see me. Grab your tickets. If you don't, I'm giving him the mic, and he's going to have to drive around and give them out to everybody. Okay? Because Mike cooks. Okay. And you don't. I don't. No. There's one other thing, and of course my COVID brain just went COVID. I hope everyone will get involved in this. Oh, the other thing is the keg. Please, please, if you have a unit, if you have a squadron, you have a chapter, donate a bottle, donate 2 bottles, donate something. That's from your unit, your squadron, your chapter, or your post. But if you feel like it, if you want to throw a bottle into the keg, please do. This morning, your commander, Mike Niemer, President Auxiliary, Jan Farrington, put 2 bottles in the kegerator. They started it off with their 2 bottles. So everything that comes in just makes it better for selling that. Put money in our coffers for district, helping everybody out. I mean, the Sons will be, you know, the Sons are in on that, everything. So everybody's going to be part of that fund, you know, our bank account. So, thank you. Yes.
Something that I just found out a couple of weeks ago, Galantano's Children's Hospital is now associated with All Children's Hospital, one of SAL's oldest charities.
Oh, okay, fantastic. I didn't know that. Thank you.
I didn't know it either until 2 weeks ago.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so that's it.
You mentioned the picnic?
Huh?
Picnic?
Of course, I forgot something. Yes, we're gonna have two district picnics. Well, where's he at? We have 2 district picnics this year. The first one, you have the dates? My book's outside.
October 30th.
October 30th will be the fall picnic, and I think March 18th?
Yeah.
March 18th will be the spring picnic. Location will be determined at this afternoon's meeting. The post commanders have to decide if they're going to do that or not. We have the suicide prevention. I hope you guys will come out and support that. Mike told me the date out there this morning. I was a little frizzled. I think it's January 25th, but I will get it out to Mike what that date is and where that location will be also. Last year we turned over, it was a little bit more than $7,000 we turned into project vet relief from the one we had last year. And I think that was pretty good since we put it together, lickety split and everything else. This year we're going to be working hard at it for a couple months, hope to get more involved and more money.
You're right, that Mike's after said February 25th.
What's that?
February 25th.
Is that what you said, February 25th? Thank you, I said January. Like I said, if you never had COVID, you find out what's going on.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what I got, folks. Thank you for your time. And when I'm here, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a son, I'm not the commander. Thank you.
Voice state and rural state is so important because of the caliber of people that it turns out. And it takes so much money. How much are those buses about? 65?
What's that?
Buses to get them. 7,200 just to get a bus there.
Yeah, is that what you're asking, Mike? The bus was $3,600 for some odd dollars. And then we gave each, I believe we gave each boy a stipend to go up. I don't know how much that was. That was handled by Randy and Taft. I have no idea what that was. Okay, but yeah, there was quite a bit of money that we have to put out every year.
Yeah.
I think that the bus is the biggest cost.
It's a very important cause.
And the girls say have the same problem. When they send their girls, the bus is the same cost for them. So, hey, we're family. We got to help each other out.
Yeah. And I learned something a couple weeks ago at Lehigh when they were having their annual Labor Day celebration about the JROTC program. Tom Burns was really involved in it, so I like it.
How many squadrons can your home post have a JROTC cadet program in the local high schools? It's a really good program now. Because we're down there, Lee County has the 31st largest cadet population in the nation. We have 8,200 cadets in junior ROTC.
Lehigh Senior has the biggest program in the state.
Lehigh Senior has a student population of 1,800, 1,340 of them are cadets. But they do a lot for Boys State, they can do a lot for oratorical, and they can be, you can nominate them for JROTC Cadet of the Year through department, and earn scholarships anywhere from $500 to $2,500 just for nominating. And I got to tell you, I haven't seen anybody in the last conventions on the Legion side get any of the scholarships because what do you find? Get involved with ROTC and apply for scholarships. You can't go wrong. It's there and nobody applies for it. But yeah, get active with JROTC. that supports your post, they'll come in and volunteer. They do a lot of stuff. So, that's all I got.
Thank you, Doc. Moving on to correspondence, just when you thought you heard enough places to donate to. We got an email from the Veterans and Children Foundation. Says everybody wants to help disabled veterans and needy children, but they don't know how or where their charitable gifts will be most effective. To make life-changing, immediate differences for veterans seeking health care and benefits assistance, and for children of veterans and military personnel whose home stability is in peril, the American Legion Veterans and Children Foundation is a perfect place to contribute. The foundation has been a trusted supporter of disabled veterans and children in need since 1925, when it originated the American Legion Endowment Fund. The foundation supports the American Legion's temporary financial assistance program, which has issued more than $6 million in cash grants over the last decade alone to stabilize homes of veteran and military parents facing unexpected financial emergencies. This is an amazing one. American Legion service officers helped secure more than $14 billion in healthcare benefits and assistance, all free of charge in 2020 alone. Service officers train and work tirelessly. More are needed to keep up with the new and growing generation of wartime veterans. For disabled veterans, American Legion service officers are life-changing. For hungry children who do not understand what it means to miss a paycheck or face unexpected medical costs, the American Legion Veterans and Children Foundation provides help and hope. That is why we call it the Foundation of Hope. And it's a vital way for veterans of the American Legion to strengthen the nation they once served in uniform. The American Legion Veterans and Children Foundation is also a separate tax-deductible 501c3 chaired by the National Commander. Charitable gifts like yours are the only way the American Legion can continue to change lives by helping other veterans and military families when they need it most. Now, do we have any old or unfinished business? Any new business? Christian? Commander?
Christian's fine. Do you know conventions coming up in November? Rooms are still available. Book the rooms, but we actually have a detachment officers. We have a conference call tomorrow night, which I get to moderate. We're planning training on that Friday because our conference is usually just Saturday. We're planning training starting, we're making small training sessions. We're meeting with the MT&D and the area commanders tonight on the phone, or tomorrow night. And we're going to plan small training sessions that we're going to hopefully break down to little bite-sized chunks so you have to be in a class all day. We're going to do like a commanders and adjutants class. And we're going to talk about the others tonight, and maybe a reporting class. Now is the time to talk about reporting because if we talk about a convention, it's too late. So if you haven't booked your rooms already, if you want to plan in coming in either Thursday afternoon or even Wednesday night, we're actually going to have training. And of course, once I get with the Legion, with their trainings available, sons are allowed to attend any training that the American Legion puts on because we are a program with the American Legion, but whatever they have translates pretty much to what we do, just a couple of things. But I'm going to get with Adjutant Comer this week, and if that schedule is available, we'll get it out. If you've not already, you need to create a mylegion.org account. It's for everybody, but especially your dual members. What it'll do, it'll pull all your membership information to one account, and you can print your own card. Say you're on vacation, leave your card, you can pull it up on your phone, or you can print out a card, say you washed yours, you're out of town, you can't get home to get your card, you can print that out. But the way everything's going with the Legion, we need to get everybody on there. And once the Sons, the state of Florida, is on there, about 90% of it, they'll turn on where you can pay your dues online. You can actually set it up to automatically renew and take your money out for your dues every year. So you don't have to go to your squadron and pay your dues, especially if you're one of the snowbirds. Like we have a lot of snowbirds, and we will get you next month a membership because all our snowbirds are coming back. Oh, you too. So that's a very important thing to do. Get everybody to do that. And of course, if you haven't already, go to our website, sign up for a detachment email group. There's a button on the homepage, floridasons.org. Add your account to it. We don't spam, but we send out our monthly newsletter, and all this, a lot of this information we're talking about now, we send that out on a regular basis. So I'll do my best to keep you informed. You guys got to help me out and go and add yourself to the email list. I've got business cards. If you don't want to go online and take the time, I can add you to the list manually. See me. We'll get you on there. But that's the Florida Suns email group. I'm done.
Thank you. Any special events?
Maybe go. He's pointing his finger.
Yeah, I'm talking.
I got visual aids though.
Go ahead.
What you can't tell us. Why? Oh,
They're clean.
no. What's going on October the 8th?
Okay. October 8th, 103 is starting a month, the second Saturday of the month, a dinner with the Sons, dinner dance, actually what it is. And we are starting out this October 8th from 4 to 7, and we are having a musical group, I forgot the name of it, but we are doing liver and onions.
If you don't like liver and onions, we're also doing potatoes, onions, and kibasi. As a backup.
What I found out is the past years, this post used to do liver and onions, and it was a phenomenal success. And you either like it or you don't.
Yep.
But the main complaint is nobody likes cooking it at home. Because it stinks up the house. So we're doing it here. So we're doing that once a month during the.
I found you can cover up that snow with 57 sauce. Christian?
Yes, sorry for the last minute. We've been waiting on the sponsor of our horseshoe tournament. We're doing our annual Memorial Horseshoe Tournament next Saturday at 323 Lehigh. The pot last year started at $1,000, but what we know right now, we don't know how many donations we got. It's going to start at $500, blind draw, double elimination. It's going to have registrations at noon, and the tournament starts at 1. We have burgers and dogs during the day. And that evening, we have one of the best bands in our area, Live and Learn, 7:30. And also, by the way, our Queen of Hearts did not get hit last night, so the jackpot's 32,000 plus. If you remember, you can come and play that too. But yeah, next Saturday, the 24th, post 323, 12 o'clock's the registration, 1 o'clock. I noticed there's a bunch of horseshoe players in here. Weather permitting, of course, but it should be a good day. And if you want to take it back to your post and horseshoe players, you can have it.
Excellent. Anything going on at 136?
We have, every Sunday we have a full lunch menu, and we have the NFL package. So right now we just have football going on every Sunday. And then I really don't think we have any events kicking off until later on in the year. We have a raffle, we have a basket going on right now, which is 2 round-trip tickets on the Key West Express, 2 Yeti tumblers, and a bottle of Hemingway Pilar rum. It's 1 ticket for 10 or 3 for 20. So if you guys are down there and take a ride down there, come and visit, pick up a ticket.
We'll be there Sunday.
Yep.
And then there's no breakfast?
What's that?
Breakfast?
I believe they start breakfast on Sundays every other Sunday in November.
SAL one?
Oh, no, we're done with it. We did an early bird membership breakfast, and we're done with that now.
Okay. Any more good for the Sons of the American Legion? Ralph?
Just to add to what Bud was talking about, our picnic out there, go out by the stage on the left-hand side. When you face it, you'll be able to look at the rod that will be raffling off at the picnic. Last year's when you were sitting right there. It's a great rod.
Thanks, Ralph. Anybody else? This goes along with what Christians were talking about. I invite you to follow the activities of the Sons of the American Legion District 13 Florida on our Facebook page, Sons of the American Legion District 13. We also have the Southwestern Area Events Facebook page, as well as all our available outlets in the detachment. The very important one, which Christian's active in, Ray puts articles on there, and I do. Like the flyer he just held up can be submitted on floridasons.org, where you find the source, our Florida newsletter. You can put all the information, your breakfast, whatever you want down there.
And the newsletter is not just for the detachment officers, for everybody in the detachment. If you're having an event, put it in there, and we'll get it. It doesn't matter if you're in the Panhandle or not. If you put the event in there, we'll get it out to you. But a lot of people think it's just for people with the orange stripe on their cap. It's not. It's for everybody. Everybody wears the French blue, and the family. So you got the event, auxiliaries at event, riders post, send them to us. We'll get that out. We'll do our best to get more people to your events.
And that's a place to find all the links to find all your paperwork, your reports you have to fill out. All you gotta do is hit the button on the mouse and all your stuff will pop up. Very easy. FloridaSons.org.
If Mike can do it anyway.
Exactly. District staff is available to help you do whatever you need help with. And that's one thing I'd like to mention again is thank you for showing up to this meeting. I know it takes a lot to be here for a few hours on a Sunday morning, but besides us doing all the talking, we are here to listen to you. Anything you have questions on, events you want to talk about, any information, commanders and adjutants, I would really ask that you get business cards made up or something, pass them out to the other commanders and adjutants that show up, try to get the camaraderie going.
And if you need that, I've got a nice little template set up. I can order Vista prints and right to your house.
Yeah, the big thing is we're a small district. It doesn't take that long to get to all our different squadrons. We got 14. So we're not in competition with each other. We're all the American family. We're the sons of the American Legion. So let's get together and support each other. One thing that's really important, you're going to hear this from me till DCC. I'd like to take this time to keep reminding everyone about our buddy check program. These are very trying times for many people. You have no idea how much it means to a person to hear from you, to know that they are more than a number, to know that they are appreciated. Another new program is the 988 call center. 988 will change how our nation treats, supports, and talks about mental health and suicide. We're working on your renewals. Please make sure to try to get the emails and phone numbers so we can accomplish this. Membership is a priority. We appreciate all your hard work and donations to our charities. The Sons of the American Legion is often called the hardest working arm of the American Legion. Remember the SAL mission, which states to strengthen the 4 pillars of the American Legion for the life of our nation's children, caring for veterans and their families, and teaching the fundamentals of good citizenship and Americanism. A great example. If there's nothing else for the good of the Sons of the American Legion, uncover, chaplain will offer the benediction.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for this time we spent together as Sons of the American Legion. Thank you, Father, for everything that is said and done. We ask that it's pleasing in your sight. We ask that you would be with us to keep us safe until we meet again. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Cover. Sergeant at Arms will please repeat the PW to my 8th flag. Let us be ever watchful of the honor of our country, the American Legion, our organization, and ourselves, that nothing shall swerve us from the path of justice, freedom, loyalty, and democracy. The colors of our nation place and salute. 2. I now declare this meeting of the Sons of the American Legion, District 13, Detachment of Florida, adjourned.
Nice
And salute.
Mayor, post. Post.
2.
And salute. 2. Recover.
All members, guests in attendance shall remain standing with their cap removed, placed over their heart from the opening prayer through the POW-MIA ceremony and concluding with the Pledge of Allegiance. Would the district chaplain please offer the opening prayer?
Almighty God, Father of all mankind and judge over nations, we pray that you guide work in this meeting as in all our days. Send thy peace to our nation and to all nations. Hasten the fulfillment of thy promise of peace that shall have no end. We pray for those who serve the people and guard the public welfare, that by thy blessing they may be enabled to discharge their duties honestly and well. We pray for our comrades that by thy help they may observe the strictest justice, keep alight the fires of freedom, strive earnestly for the spirit of democracy, and preserve unharmed our loyalty to our country and to thee. Finally, O God of mercy, we ask thy blessing and comfort for both comrades who are suffering mental and physical disabilities. Cheer them and bring them the blessings of health and happiness. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Amen. A POW-MIA empty chair is placed at all official meetings of the American Legion as a physical symbol of the many American POW-MIAs still unaccounted for from all wars and conflicts involving the United States of America. This is a reminder for all of us to spare no effort to secure the release of any American prisoners from captivity, the repatriation of the remains of those who died bravely in defense of liberty, and a full accounting of those missing. Let us rededicate ourselves to this vital endeavor. Would the Sergeant at Arms please place the POW-MIA flag on the empty chair? Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please recover. Would you join me in the preamble to the Constitution? For God and country, we associate ourselves together for the following purposes: to uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States of America, to maintain law and order, to foster and perpetuate the 100% Americanism, to preserve the memories and incidents of our association in all wars, to inculcate a sense of individual obligation to the community, state, and nation, to combat
Please be seated. At this time, would the Sergeant at Arms please escort the district commander to the podium? Will the district Sergeant at Arms please escort Commander John Dollar from Post 103 to his seat? Hello, everyone. I got packed house today. Thank you, everyone, for coming today. It shows you have an interest in the 13th District, you have an interest in the American Legion families, sons, riders, and all children. Again, thank you. We're got a lot to cover today. We may run over a little bit. Sorry. It's the way it is. Okay? I'm going to start off the meeting with introducing my district staff. So, would they please introduce themselves, starting with the district sergeant at arms and work their way to the vice commanders.
My name is Jennifer Ullman. I am your Assistant District 13 Sergeant at Arms from Post 130 in LaBelle.
David Mulholland, Assistant District Sergeant at Arms, Post 38, downtown Fort Myers.
Come on, folks.
Fred Messler, Post 135, downtown beautiful Naples, Florida.
George Stern, Post 103 on the historian.
Ron Ramos, District 13 Finance Officer from Post 336 in North Fort Myers.
Chaplain, sir.
Sorry, Commander. Doug Rosen, Special Sergeant 3 Precinct North Fort Myers.
Assistant chaplain.
Assistant Chaplain, District 13, France Burns, Post 274, Fort Myers Beach.
You know, I've got a 100% record going in this to somebody, so I don't care if we keep it going. I love it. All right. Now, if we can step up to our adjutant. Who? I can't even see Steve. Oh, Steve, please, I'm sorry.
Steve Copeland, I'm the District Service Officer, Post 110, in beautiful Fort Charles.
The judge advocate is not here today.
Yes.
He's not here either.
John is here.
He resigned. Okay? Oh, I love it. I love it. It's getting more and more fun today. Okay. I believe that's everybody. Now we'll go with our adjutant.
Okay. Ralph Camp, adjutant, Post 90, Cape Coral.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Dina Hall, Post 323, and I proudly serve as one of your vice commanders.
Danny Hemingway, Vice Commander, also Post 110 Commander from beautiful Port Charlotte.
We have with us today District Commander for the Sons of the American Legion, Mike Niebuhr. We also have Christian Rapp, who has worn many hats. Okay, Christian is now the detachment adjutant. We have Stanley Barori. Stanley, you're a finance officer, I believe. Sit down. Okay, now we're going to get to the part that I always mess up. I just messed it up, so you saw that. Okay, our Department of Florida dignitaries. Okay, we're going to start with past district commanders. The first one we have is Skip Felicia. We have Ralph Camp. Randy Ick. Steve Salacha. Robert Shaw. Somewhere along here I'm missing one. Oh, John Dollinger, past district commander. Who is running your mouth? Oh, raise your hand.
Well, you know who I am.
Oh, you? Oh my God. Uncle Arnie's in the house. Arnold McCluskey, past district commander. He must have snuck in on me. Okay? All right, our past Southwestern area commanders. We have John Dollinger. Steve Salacha. Robert Stahl. And of course, Uncle Arnie. Arnold McCluskey. Arnold just told me he served 2 times. That was way back when dirt was young.
No, I have to like that.
Love you, brother. Love you. Okay? We don't have any past department commanders here today. I do not believe. I did not see any come in. So I'm going to go on next. We have today with us Southwestern Area Commander Skip Felicia. Another guest from the 8th District, where Skip is from, is District Commander John Rule. And right now, we're graciously have Chris Hammer, the 2nd Vice Commander of the Department, with us today. Sergeant of Arms, would you please escort the 2nd Vice Commander to the podium?
Good afternoon. We all brought on bushy tail finally after a great, delicious lunch. Thank you, Coach Lawrence. Thank you, 13th District. Thank you, 13th District, for hosting me here today. It's been a long drive this weekend. I was in Jacksonville yesterday. I live over in Palm Bay, if you know where that's at, over by Melbourne. I drove to Jacksonville and we spoke at our POW rally up in Jacksonville yesterday, and I drove down here because I was looking forward to coming to your meeting. On behalf of our department commander, I want to send her greetings. Of course, I've got to do the diplomatic thing, right? So Miss Eunice Butt says greetings today. Greetings from me. I want us to get out here and remember what we're here for, and remember, please remember, the 10 points of our preamble. 10 points. There's 10 sentences in our preamble. Every sentence means something. That's our operations order. That's exactly who we are. That's our mission statement. You break that down, that's exactly where we're supposed to be and what we're supposed to be doing. A lot of things coming up. We've got I mentioned earlier, the ALR's got their merry-go-round coming. Happy birthday, U.S. Air Force. Happy birthday. Who can tell me how many years?
75.
This is 1947, right?
75.
75 years, wow. Yeah, I just want to thank you for having me one more time. And other than that, just keep on doing what you're doing. The year is still very early. We got a lot of things going on. We've got, I don't want to give away my whole Legion Link article coming up, but we've got all kinds of goal dates coming up and different programs starting to kick off. Keep doing what we're doing. All right, look out for each other. Look out for our veterans. Look out for our nation. And please remember this weekend, our prisoners of war and missing in action. Friday was POW MIA Day. And we got to remember, you know, some of those were actually just abandoned for the reasons of whatever, political expediency, plausible deniability. So we've got to band together as brothers and sisters to make sure that those kind of travesties are never allowed to happen again. And we do that by educating. All right. Sometimes when there's a bad issue like that, they would rather just die its own natural death. The people that know about it just tend to die, and then we don't educate. You don't see it in the history books or anything. It's up to us to educate our youngs. That's the reason it says on this flag right here, "You're not forgotten." Okay. The only way we don't forget is to educate. That's my mission for this weekend. It's been near and dear to my heart for a long time. So, God bless you guys, and thank you for having me.
Sergeant Lawrence, will you please escort the second vice commander to his seat? No, I'm laughing. I'm sorry. I have to laugh. This was not done on purpose, sir. Believe me. Mr. Sheffield, would you please stand up? He left? Okay, I'm sorry. I was told he was here. If he was here, I would have kept my 100% and I would have missed somebody. No, well, you guys ruined it today. Thank you. We have some visitors today that I want to try to get out of the way right away. I'm going to have one come up and speak to us while the auxiliary's in the house, then I will continue on with the meeting. We have Mr. Kevin Savagas from New Horizon. He'd like 5 minutes of your time. He helps veterans out financially with their money and stuff like that, I believe is what he does. Kevin, where are you? Sergeant Barnes, would you please escort Kevin to the podium?
I'd like to thank District Commander Boyer for allowing us time on the agenda, and thank all of you for the service to our country, for protecting us and keeping us safe. What I'd like to talk about today is a benefit that the VA offers that is virtually unknown. My name is Kevin Savagas. I'm the owner and operator of New Horizon at Home. We're a home care company that's based in Fort Myers. We serve people, keep them safe and happy in their homes in Lee and Collier County. We're part of a larger organization that helps veterans get funding for and helps with the application process of a benefit called Aid in Attendance. When I speak to groups and ask how many people have heard of it, 1 or 2 people in a group. It's a big problem. And the reason that it's unknown is because the VA supports so many benefit programs. They're very, very busy. The application process is long. Some of the veterans drop out of the process before they even do the application. They have to go back and forth to the VA. And some people can't afford the care. When you do the application, you have to have care, home care in your home already happening, and some veterans can't afford it. So we work with a larger organization that helps the veteran with all the paperwork and the application process. They manage the compliance during care, and if the VA ever audits the veteran, they handle the audit for them. So it takes the stress off the veteran, takes the fear, takes the frustration, because they're taking care of themselves. You know, they're at home and they need care and support. So our organization supports the veteran all the way through the process to get this funding, and then we provide the care in the home. They're very good at what they do. They only do one thing, aid and attendance. The VA is handling 100 different benefits. They handle one, so they're very quick at it. Instead of years for approval, it's weeks or months. And if a veteran needs financial support when they do the application, we fund the support during the application process. So I'm offering any education sessions or come to your post to provide education sessions to your leadership group or your members. I'm going to have some business cards and flyers in the back. If you're interested, please give me a call. I would love to see how we can support the members. Thank you so much.
Sergeant of Arms, please escort that into the seat. We have one more guest speaker. I'll stop for a minute. Really? Actually, I have a couple guest speakers. I'm sorry. Jerry, where are you? Sergeant of Arms, would you please escort Jerry to the podium?
Thank you, Bud. Ladies and gentlemen, I won't take up much of your time. Just want to let you know what I'm doing here. What I've done, I run Cape Cabaret and Cape Call. It's a dinner theater. We do 300 shows a year, live shows, bands, impersonators, comedy, etc. But you all don't live in Cape Call, so we bring the shows to you. So what I'm offering is, and I have packages over there you can get after the meeting, which will allow you to have shows for fundraisers, have shows just to entertain your people, have shows for any event you want to have. Somebody, and I'm not going to mention them all, there's too many. Some of the shows we have is the Rat Pack, Frank Bean, Sammy, Don Rickles, Joan Rivers, Abbott Costello, Martin Lewis, George Burns, Streisand, Jackie Gleason, just to name a few. There's that many of them, and they are good. Now the key for you guys, as Post, Sons of Italy, and everything else, is when they're in town, they're like half price, because somebody has already paid for their airfare and their hotel, and that's where you reap the benefits, and you can keep the profits. So that's one of the things we're doing. Post 323, when Andy was still around, we did 6 shows there, and it went very well. So how it works is very easy. You pick a month, you pick the kind of event you want. We tell you 6 or 7 people that are available. We never ask for a discount, and how we get paid is a percentage of the show or a flat fee based on if it's doable. So we bring the events to you. It's affordable, and I hope to exchange cards with you. And I would love to give you a package to take home. And again, thank you for your time. Thank you, both.
Okay, at this time, with the District Sergeant of Arms, please bring the wonderful, lovely, fantastic, kind, Madam President, 13th District, Jan Farrington, Virginia.
Thank you, Mr. Fabulous. Good afternoon, everyone. At this time, I would like to start off by introducing my lovely auxiliary for the District 13 staff. If you could please stand, state your name, your office, and the unit that you represent.
I am Helen Fuller. I am your district chaplain, and I also hold president with 192.
I am vice president, and I am from St. James City, Unit 136, and I am the president of Hope.
I'm Tony Navarez from the beautiful St. James City, Unit 136, Vice President and Party Chairman. Kayla Guerrero, I'm from Unit 110 on the north side of the river, Fort Charlotte, and I'm the Secretary, Treasurer, and also President of our unit.
Patricia Grayshaw from beautiful downtown Lehigh Acres, and I am the historian and public relations.
I'm Joanne Scales Burrowy from Unit 103, south of the river. Warmer side. Nice side. Also have your district parliamentarian and girl state chairman.
Sharon Beck from 38, and I am your Assistant Sergeant in Arms and National Security.
I'm Sherry Shook. I am from Unit 323 in beautiful downtown Lehigh Acres, and I am very proud to serve as your Sergeant at Arms and your Constitution and Bylaws Chairman.
Thank you, District 13 staff. You may be seated. At this time, I would also like to introduce our dignitaries. We do have some visitors from other units. From District 8, we have the chaplain and unit member 159 in Venice, Rhonda Felicita. And also from District 8, we have the secretary, Kathy Rudd. She is actually from Bradenton, Unit 24. And I'm going a little off script right here. I am really proud to introduce these two people who don't know they're going to be introduced. Eileen Leonard and Winnie Metcham, right up at this front table. The reason why I would like to recognize them is that they come from Babcock Ranch. Post 415, we installed them. They do not currently have an auxiliary, but these two ladies are here today interested in becoming an auxiliary. And see, this is what happens when you come to these meetings. I embarrass you. Sorry. All good. All good. Okay, moving forward. I am proud that we have a number of past district presidents in the audience today. We have Kathy Reed. We have Jean Nadeau. About that. We have Joanne Scales-Ferrari. And Joanne can also stay standing because she is also our Southwest Area Membership Chairman. And I'm proud to announce that we have a department officer in District 13, and that is Sherry Shoup, and she is the department sergeant at arms. Okay, at this time, Commander, I have been told that if I give you some chocolate chip cookies, that you will excuse the auxiliary so we can go ahead and get our work done. They're homemade chocolate chips. Have a great weekend.
Sergeant at Arms, Madam President, auxiliary group. District Commander, would you please escort the gentleman, hold on, my list, okay? Anthony Lashuda to the podium.
Can I bring both more Boy Scouts up to?
Sure. Yeah. All right. Would you please escort everyone up? Folks. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, these two young men were chosen from our district, District 13, to represent us at Boise State, and one of the young men up here represents at both Boise State and National. Now I'm going to give it over to Randy or kick him in the leg if he goes over time.
You got 10 seconds. I will keep it very brief. First of all, again, Commander, I want to thank you for that beautiful, beautiful plaque this district presented me for 15 years of service to the Boise State program. But this year I got a special award, a reward, I should say, not an award, a reward. As the Commander said, out of the five, I don't know how many this year, if they broke 500, I know well over 400 boys. We have two very honored individuals. First of all, out of those 400 to 500 boys, only two are selected to go to Boys Nation. And that's where they go to Washington, D.C. and complete the same program, or a similar program, I should say. At this time, I will introduce your Boys Nation representative, Anthony. If I
giving me the ability to first go to Boise State, which then led to Boys Nation, especially post 90 who interviewed me and personally sent me to Tallahassee for the week. It was an amazing experience. I learned so much, not just about the workings of the government and what it means to be an American and a resident of the state of Florida, but also how much the Legionnaires like you put in for this program. When I heard the cost of the buses, the cost of attendance, the cost of food for the week, of everything, I was astounded that all this could be put together, and it was such a gift to be able to go there free of charge. Thanks to all the donations that you guys give, all the events you guys put on, all the work you guys put throughout the year, all the recruitment you guys do. You guys put so much work into this program, and it really pays off. I saw some kids there that completely changed from the first day of the week to the last day of the week. It's such a transformative program. They say it's a week that shaves a lifetime. I completely agree with that statement. At Boise State, you saw people from the far left of the political spectrum to the far right of the political spectrum. You hear everyone's different viewpoints on how our state and our country should be run, what values are important to them, what issues are affecting their parts of the state. For example, I wrote my bill on sea level rise and climate change, and some others wrote their bills on continuing 4-H or agricultural programs in the center of the state. And it was just amazing to see what priorities were important to them and how they wanted those fixed or remedied at the state level. We were able to hear from a bunch of different speakers. The Governor DeSantis came to speak to us. The editor-in-chief of the Tallahassee Democrat came to speak to us. We had Senator Marco Rubio speak to us. We had such a great slate of speakers, all made possible because of you guys. Without you, this program would never have existed. It's existed for decades, and I hope that it continues to exist for decades. And I was lucky enough to be one of, or two of 460, about 470 people. Out of those people, I was selected to go to Boys Nation, and even then, that was an amazing experience as well. We met the National Commander of the American Legion, Paul Dillard from Texas. We met the National Commander of the Sons of the American Legion, Mr. Fox, and I got a challenge point from him as well. And it was, that was an even greater experience. We talked about government on the federal level. I got to meet people from every single state except Washington State. I met people from Alaska. I met people from, one of the senators from Alaska, he was from a town in Alaska called the North Pole, and he's back at home for Congress. One of the candidates running was from the North Pole, and his name was Santa Claus. His name is legally Santa Claus. So that was pretty funny to hear from the Alaska senator. I also met a senator from Georgia. Who was a hardcore libertarian and believed that every single drug should be legal, including fentanyl. So that was also interesting to hear. That caused quite a debate. And then I talked to some Democratic socialists from Oregon. I talked to some from Washington, D.C. It was just, and none of us ever yelled at each other. None of us ever criticized our character of each other. We only criticized the merits of the bill or the merits of the idea that we debated. We had an election in which we elected the Secretary of the Senate that was an exact 50-50 tie. And so that was a pretty interesting experience. They said that's never happened before. And it was, again, just an amazing experience. And I thank all of you for being able to send me there. And then our next guest, to Mr. Ohm Drew, to Boise State as well. So thank you.
For those of you who have not had the opportunity to observe or partake in the Boys Day program, just imagine this. You get off a bus at 6 o'clock on a Sunday morning, 460 some other boys there, you get shuffled into a city, you get formed your cities, you go through all this, but by Wednesday night, they're able to elect a governor. Now, can you imagine that? I don't know, I'm going to ask him later how he did it. I mean, what's the magic spell? And I'm hoping he'll pass it on to some of our other Boy Staters for next year. But just imagine that within 4 days, plus we're going all your classes, everything else. It's not like you're campaigning all 4 days, just, kissing babies and shaking hands. So at this time, it gives me a great privilege to introduce our Boise State Governor, Mr. Ohm Drew.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Owen Drew, and last summer I had the honor of being elected as the Florida American Legion Boise State Governor. But I wasn't always this politically driven. I initially wasn't even sure if I would run, but that's what Boise State offers. It offers the chance to put yourself out there and learn the inner workings of government firsthand. Within just 1 week, my peers and I organized and ran our local, county, and state governments. We attended college-level civics and Florida history classes and heard from a variety of incredible guest speakers. I discussed legislation with my cabinet. I appointed the Supreme Court, and I approved and vetoed bills. Not only did I gain a deeper understanding of politics, but I also found a brotherhood. I'm incredibly grateful for the friends I made, the lessons I learned, and the ability to serve as governor. As many of my peers would agree, Boise State was the most rewarding and fulfilling experience of our lives. So thank you to the American Legion for supporting the experience of a lifetime. Thank you.
Thank you. Never should. Thank you for your time.
Including Randy, back to their seats.
Oh, he got us a dozen times already. Good job, guys.
Okay, just one more, I promise, and this is it. Okay? Ralph Camp, would you please come to the podium? Ralph Camp is our Law and Order Chairman for the Department of Florida, and he's got a few things, I hope a few things. Ralph?
First off, how many posts in here participate in the Law and Order program? Not many. What I have to say is mostly for the post chairman, but if you don't have one, you might want to get one. It's increasingly difficult for me to understand the reluctance of a lot of fire departments and police departments to participate in this program. And there are other people in this room that can attest to that. One of the things I think Post might try and do, rather than giving the application to a secretary, is to try and make an appointment with the fire chief or the police chief directly. I found that when I was doing it in the Post, that getting the secretaries to do something was near impossible. Secondly, there are resources to help your post. One of those would be your district Law and Order Chairman. Carl, would you please stand up? Carl is our district Law and Order Chairman. If your post is having a problem or wants information on how to do it, he's the guy to contact first. If Carl can't get the answer, I will. Thank you.
Now, business. As you have a roll call of the Post, please. Yeah, roll call of the Post.
Post 38.
Commander +4.
Post 90.
Pete Ferris, Post Commander 5.
Commander, please count. 7.
Yeah. Post 103.
Commander +7.
Post 110.
Commander +6.
Post 123. Post 130.
Commander +4.
Post 135.
One, no, Commander.
Post 136.
Commander.
Post 192.
Acting Commander +5.
Post 274.
One, no, Commander.
Post 303.
Commander +3.
Post 323.
Commander +3.
Post 336.
No, Commander, 4.
$351. 404. 405 better not be here. 415. 415.
Commander, 1.
416.
Commander, 1.
Okay, officers. Commander.
Oh, here.
Vice Commander Hemingway.
Here.
Vice Commander Hall.
Here.
Adjutant here. Finance Officer.
Here.
Chaplain.
Here.
Assistant Chaplain.
Here.
Historian.
Here.
Assistant Historian.
Here.
Judge Advocate is absent.
He's excused. He's in Chicago. I guess they had schools back then. Sam's phone. He's at his reunion.
Okay. Service Officer. There. Sergeant in Arms. He's excused. Assistant Sergeant in Arms. Mulholland.
Here.
Assistant Sergeant in Arms Ullman.
Present.
Sal Advisor.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Okay. Let's get on with the reading of the minutes from May 14th, the DCC meeting. Yes, sir.
Commander, George Sherman from Post 103. I would like to make a motion to suspend reading of the minutes.
We have a motion to suspend the reading of the minutes. We have a second. We have a second by
Who seconded?
Fred. Okay, any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those against, same sign. Okay, thank you. Okay, now we're going to go with officers' reports. Commander Hemingway, you have any reports, sir? Commander Hall. Okay. I don't have anything. I do have a lot, but that's later on. Okay, committee reports. My committee people, anybody out there have a report? Rich? Beck? Membership, do you have anything?
I've been trying to get around to the public to make contact with them. So far, I've met Tice, LaBelle, and Steve, I'll be out of Pine Island. And just trying to keep communication open, drive the importance of getting the membership signed up. That's it.
Thank you. I don't see any of the other members from my chairman. The blood person is not here. My Sal advisor is. Do you have anything, Tom?
SAL advisor. District 13 membership right now is kicking ass for District 8. We just found out. And the Suns closed the service here last year with their 27th consecutive all-time high in membership.
I'm going to have Herb Remus give a finance report, but before I do, I need a motion to elect Herb Remus as the new District 13 financial officer. Gary Moore has projected to me that he wants to retire. He's done it for 3 or 4 years, and he doesn't want to do it anymore. So I need a motion to elect her so we can have it in our minutes, so we can go to the bank and have her put on all the banking. So,
Post 336, nominate Herb Remus, finance officer.
okay, did you get that done? Okay, we need a second. Second. Dave Mulholland. On post 38, was a second. Any discussion? All those in favor of her being our new financial officer, say aye. Aye. Those against, same sign. Okay, thank you. Herb, would you please give us a financial report?
Yes, sir.
Would you like to come to the podium, sir, or would you do it there?
Can I go right here?
Yes, sir.
As reported by Gary, last May, our ending balance in April was $21,096.28. During the month of May, we had deposits of $2,373. Checks were written for $3,544.26. There's a balance at the end of May, $19,925.02. That's the beginning balance in June. Deposits in June were $3,450. Checks in June were $16,450, leaving a balance of $6,925.02. There was no activity in July and August. Our ending balance on August 31st, 2022 is $6,925.02.
I make a motion the financial report stands as read pending audit.
I have a motion from Dave Mulholland, Assistant Sergeant Barnes, post 38, to accept.
Second.
The finance on, according to audit, subject to audit, I'm sorry. Who was the second? George Stern, post 103. Historian was the second. Any discussion? All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Those against, same sign. Okay. All right. I've got a few things, okay? And should get us out of here after this, hopefully. We have to pick out the next 2 locations for our district meeting, the next 2 meetings. So this is up to the commanders of the posts. Any post out there that would like to do the next 2 meetings. The next meeting will be Sunday, December 11th. Is there any post that would like to take that on?
Post 130.
Post 130. Any other ones? Anyone else? Okay. I'm just all in favor of post 130. Give me an eye. Aye. Against? Okay, post 130. You have Sunday, December 11th. The next meeting we have is Sunday, March 12th. I need a post to take on that meeting.
Post 38.
Hold on.
Post 323.
Okay, we're going to have to vote on this because 38 and 323. Okay, who wants to go? Everybody in favor of 38? Raise your hands. We'll do a hand count. Okay, leave them up till we go down. Okay, all those, please lower your hands. All those in favor of having a district meeting at 323, raise your hands. Of course you was. 38 has it. Thank you, gentlemen. Just to let everyone know, the DCC meeting will be May 20th. This information will go out through the year because you know I love sending emails. Okay? The meeting, the DCC meeting will be held right here again at Post 103. Some of the other things we have, and I just lost it. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Yeah, I didn't lose it. And that's what happens when you have trouble with brain. We have 2 picnics we decided to do this year. So I need posts to sponsor the picnics. The first picnic date that we picked was October 30th. This was chosen by a mass meeting of the staff and chairman, okay, to present to you. It's October 30th, I believe it is a Sunday. Okay, any posts interested in doing the picnic? No one? 110. Okay, 110. Thank you, 110. The other picnic will be in the fall. That'll be on March 18th, and I believe that is a Saturday, I believe. Huh? Spring, what did I say, fall? I'm glad people are here to keep me straight. Yes, sir. 303. Anyone else? Okay, 303's got it. Thank you, Adam. All right, I got some things here. I ordered, and I did this without coming to the membership, because I wanted the shirts for our staff from the first district meeting on through the year. Last year, we didn't get our shirts, or the staff shirts, until almost March. So I went ahead and I only ordered a couple shirts, okay, for the new members that came on staff, okay. I ordered 7 shirts. The total came to $314.50. I'm asking this time someone to make a motion to pay for these shirts. I have a motion from Jay, second from Mike Turner. Any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All those against, same sign. Wow, that was easy. Now I have another one. And I have it on my phone, and I try to get it from my phone to my computer to print it out. And of course, I'm one of those old timers who can't figure out how to turn the computer on. But I don't have the invoice. But last year we had the district suicide prevention event in Post 110. We had asked the Charlotte County Sheriff's Department to escort us. They gave us 2 cars and they gave us officers to escort us so that we were safe on the 2.2-mile walk. It's come to my attention this past week that they had a bill of $289. That bill was not paid and has not been paid yet. Okay? I don't know what happened last year. We had the money to pay for it last year with the funds that we made at the district suicide prevention. We paid all our bills before we sent the money up to Department Project Vet Relief, which was close to $7,300 is what we turned in last year. That bill would have been paid if I knew about it. I did not know about it until this week. Matter of fact, I didn't know about it until Thursday. So once again, I'm asking the membership if they would make a motion to pay this bill so the Sheriff Department, Charlotte County, will be paid and not locking up the American Legion guys when they wear their hats. So.
Make the motion, sir.
Okay, we have a motion from Dave Mulholland. Second. We have a second from Jennifer Ullman. Any discussion on that? Okay, it was just this interpretation for what I understand of people talking to people and getting it done. It wasn't done, on purpose. No discussion? All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Those against, same sign. Thank you. Okay. All right. I'm going to give you this real quick and get over it. If everybody looks over to their left or their right, however they're seating, you'll see boxes over there. And on the box we have a placard. This is the placard that's on the box. 5 years ago, we started a thing called the Teddy Bear Run. We started right here in 103. It was very successful. The riders did it with a group of other members, family members from the district. We delivered, the count that I got from the hospital was over 1,200 teddy bears the first run. The preceding years was COVID. We weren't allowed to deliver teddy bears, so we delivered money. So far, we have given Galveston Hospital $7,000. in the years up until this year. This year, the hospital got in touch with me and asked me if we were doing it again. I said, of course. You know, it's for the kids. This year, they're going to accept plush toys again. So this year, we're about to donate new, I say again, new teddy bears. So I am asking all post commanders that are here, take a box, it's already paid for, posters are already on it, take it back to your post, set it up, and talk it up. Here's what it is. Sunday, December 4th, at 12 noon, we will arrive at Galisano Hospital with all the teddy bears that we collect. We're going to meet at post 274, Fort Myers Beach, and we're going to leave there. We say kickstands up as riders at 11:30 and head over to the hospital. We will present the teddy bears, and anybody who wants to join us for lunch, or people want to get together and have lunch somewhere, fine. That's what we're doing. And I'm asking for support from all the families on this. All right? It's a great cause. I have run into veterans. I have run into members of the American Legion that said their children were in that hospital and they got a teddy bear. That made us all feel good that we knew someone in his child got a teddy bear, a grandchild got a teddy bear. Now, the fun. Oh. As you can see behind me is the keg we use. Okay? Here's the flyer. I'm going to ask each post commander to take it back and hang it up in your post. It is the Whiskey Keg of Booze raffle. Okay? Please, when you get back, it says over here 5 tickets for 20. I didn't have time to cross that out, but I did cross it out on the tickets. So if you would you please put this in the minutes also. Please, take a magic marker, cross out 5 tickets for 20, the tickets are $5 a piece. The drawing will be May 20th at the DCC meeting, just like it was last year. Last year with the keg, we raised $3,650, which paid for the bus to send the boys from District 13 and District 8 to Boys State and give them some spending money and all. So we got to do the same thing again this year. The bus costs the most money. Okay, I think the bus is like $3,500. Okay? So if you would do that, if you cancel out 5 for 20, and you'll understand why in a minute. Last year, my wife and I did a lot of it, and I'm not complaining. Please don't think I'm doing that. But this year we think we thought make it easier on ourselves. So we counted up every chapter, every unit, every squadron, and every post. We came up with 55 units. We had 1,000 tickets made. 55 to 1,000 comes to 18.183333 into infinity. So what we did is we made up tickets for each post, 18 of them, it's $90. We made up tickets for each auxiliary unit. We made up tickets for every Sun Squadron and every chapter. If all these folks sell their 18 tickets, we will raise $4,950. There will be more tickets if a post wants more tickets once they sell their 18. But stop and think about it. If you're in a post with all 4 families, 4 times 18, you got enough tickets. If you need more, we have them, we can get them printed. Okay? One other thing, last year we did a $100 club. Well, the $100 club wasn't really successful. We only had 50 people buy into it, which is okay, because mathematically it works out. So what we did, the 50 people bought in, were given 2 numbers. There's 100 chips in the game. That's why it's called the $100 club. So they were given 2 chips. We had the drawing here. Buddy guy had post 110, won, did $2,500. $1,200 of that money went to Girl State to help Girl State send their girls on the bus up to Girl State. And the other $1,200 went into our fund. So that's what we're trying to do again this year. This year we're calling it the $50 club. Now you can figure if you only have 50 people buying, you're only winning $1,000, $1,200. The more they buy into it, the more money's going to be won, the more money will go into the district. Okay? So it's a $50 fund. There's 100 chips to be sold. We've already sold 3 chips this morning. Okay? What you do is you come up, you pay for your chip. It's $50. You pick out your number. You pick your number that you want. You give me your name, your phone number, you put your number next to your name. The chips go into that barrel they have around us. It's not here. It gets rotated, the numbers goes. Last year, the keg was won by, oh, my mind just went back, Danny. What's that, Danny's last name? Robinson. It was won by Danny Robinson. Danny Robinson was a member of Post 103, and he won the keg last year. Okay, and he graciously donated the keg back so we could do this again this year and raise more money. So there are the 3 funds I have going on. Please stop and see me, commanders, before you leave, because I have your tickets made up in the box behind me. Also, I received a box in the mail. Okay, sorry, Chris. I received a box in the mail. It had no instructions in or anything else. I opened it up. Now what it is, it's a roster for each post in the district. And I had to call Mr. Comer and ask him, are they for my records or for the post records? He asked me to put them out to all the posts today's meeting. So I also have that for you. I have the tickets and that. I have the posters here for the keg. If you take it back, like I said, cross out the 5 for 20 and hang it up. The boxes are already got the poster tape. You just got to take it back and set it up. Okay. We have a fall conference coming up November 18th to the 20th. You might want to get there before the 18th because some people have classes. The Sons are having quite a few classes. I think they start on Thursday afternoon. Am I right, Christian? Your classes up at the conference, they start on Friday or Thursday?
Yeah, Friday.
Friday? And we're all invited to go to those classes that the Sons have. Okay? It's going to be at the Caribe Royale in Orlando. It's on World Center Drive. The rooms are 140, King Queen, 160, King Deluxe, 135 for a villa. Just let them know you're with the American. Yeah, don't, you know. The cutoff date for getting rooms is October 28th, which is creeping up on us fast. Okay, all the information is online at the American Legion, Department of Florida. Their website, all the information. There's a lot of information there. If you folks have never been there and checked it out, go there and check it out. Okay. Now, I'm going to ask, does any post have anything they want to bring up? Any events that they're holding? Any parties? Yes, sir. Ma'am, I'm sorry. There's a light coming from back there. I can't see.
From Post 130, October 8th, we are having the Liddell American Legion for our Memorial Park here in Liddell, Veteran Park. It is a pork steak dinner, $10 per plate. We start at 10 a.m. down at the Memorial Park. It's escorted by our riders crew. So if anybody would like to come, we have one rider. We'll be happy to get them.
Would you have that fantastic person sitting behind you there send me that, and I'll get it out. No, Myra, give it to me. Turn around, Myra. Go ahead. Good. All right. Any other posts have anything they want to do? Yes, Commander Barris.
Post 90, we are looking to do some post improvements, trying to raise some funds. We're going to raffle that will be drawn on December 31st. First place prize is 2 nights at a 5-star resort, Ocean Key Resort in Key West, along with 2 free tickets on the Key West Express. And the consolation prize is 75-inch TV. So if anybody would be interested, you're looking for some help around.
Again, if you can get that to me in a PDF when I send my emails out to the commanders and adjutants, I will send it out to everyone. Okay, anyone else? I saw Dave back there. I'm sorry, Tom.
Post 323. Get my glasses. Maybe it was a big time. Yeah, I'm not big enough there. You know, Saturday, September 24th, 323 has a second annual memorial tournament, promotion tournament, fly draw, burgers and hot dogs, entrance fee, $10 a person. Prize pot starts at $500, and it may go up. It's our second annual memorial tournament for a Legionnaire and a son's mother died. So they're sponsoring that. And also on the 12th in the morning, we're having our first ever father-daughter pool tournament. It's a Scotch double, but it can be grandmother, grandfather, grandson, granddaughter, son. Registration at 9 in the morning, floor tournament starts at 10, just something to get the kids and the families all together. And there's also a pancake breakfast that day. We're looking for that as well. So that's what we got going on.
Okay, thank you, Tom. Like I said, give it to me, I'll get it out. Anyone else? Yes, sir. Our newest post back there, Jeff Patterson, ladies and gentlemen, post 416.
November 5th, we're going to hold our second annual Cruising to the Caloosahatchee Cruising and Car Show. It's going to be right there downtown Moorhaven along the river. It's going to be great. Come on out, bring your bike, bring your boat, bring your 50 or 25 more people. Come on out, have a good time.
All right, thank you. Get that to me, Jeff. We'll get it out.
Yes,
And I promise you, at the end of this month, we've been told, you will have your charter. Post 415 will have their charter. Finally. Okay, anyone else?
Fred.
Yes, sir. Would you like to speak, Commander? Again?
I forgot something, guys.
The mentor bench? Okay, would you like to come up to the podium? Oh, you want to go here? Thank you.
I'm not going to break the code, so I'm going to sit you right here. Mentor. What does the word mentor mean to each of us? Friend. Confident. Confidant. Trustee. Positive influence of some sort. Somebody's having a very positive influence, whether it just be this kind of just food for thought, something for to make a decision, good or bad, but it somehow has helped you develop over the years. In particular, I'm speaking in the American Legion family. If anybody here has a mentor out here that's helped them get to the level that they're at, or to keep them around in the American Legion, raise your hand. Second thing is your mentor here, present. If your mentor is present, please come up. Please come up and join me, please. I know that there might be people in here that might have mentored several people, but we're going to, for the sake of the count we have, they'll receive one pin, even if the person, another person does recognize it, okay? So we understand that. We'll have some other 3 or 4 or 5 mentor pins on, right? Give each y'all a pin. You got more than one mentor in the room? Do you? How many you got in the room? How many you got in the room? I've got one in the room too. You guys go first. Now, what I'm going to ask you to do, because it really means a lot, especially when somebody recognizes somebody, that person may not ever realize the effect, the profound effect that they have had on somebody. It's just the fact that the proclamation in front of your comrades and your brothers and sisters, sometimes it goes a long way. Recognition does go a long way, even though we don't ask for it. So we'll start with my left, your right, and you can call your mentor up, and you can let the room know why that person is your mentor.
Kevin Gordon.
Dropped your damn clip. Thank you, Kevin. Stay right there. Next.
Myra Johnson and Robert Shaw.
Myra, stand up.
Hey, that was low, man.
That would be nice.
And why are they your mentors?
both of them, well, Nyla I met first, and she has welcomed me in, and she got me into the American Legion, and she has guided me in a lot of ways. Both of them have extreme knowledge with the American Legion, and they have both been very helpful and supportive of anything and everything I've wanted to try to do or have done with the post. So I thank them both.
Myra, do you see your face?
No.
In case you can't see, this is very emotional here for him.
Call your mentor up. Okay. We'll just acknowledge them.
Kevin, my little brother, who I've known just for a short time. Even before I became a Legionnaire, before they let me play on the big boy side, taught me a lot. Legion and all. When I became a Legionnaire, taught me about the ins and outs. I've become an advocate. I mean, an advocate.
Agitator.
And there. Just love you for what you taught me and the right way to do it. And go on.
What just came between us? I got two.
John Baker.
Baby.
I walked into Post 90 during the COVID, and John greeted me right away as I walked in the door. And since the day that I joined Post 90, John and I have become very close, and he was the one that encouraged me to become involved more and more with Post 90, asked me to become the finance officer, and then this year to look at moving up into the commander position. And as commander, John taught me everything I needed to know to begin this venture for me. And I really owe a lot to him in my learning and also in my learning how the importance of meeting people when they come to the post and the friendship that the post has. So thank you.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
John, can we see your face?
And actually, I've got a personal one. John Dollinger, would you step forward, please? My first year as a district commander, it seemed like it was just yesterday. I met this guy. I think that was the year that we had just adopted our current rules for governing trials. And I inherited a district that had a little bit of turmoil. And John actually, I think we did the very first trial under the brand new rules. So he was the Judge was brought in, and since then, my second year as district commander, boy, what a magic carpet ride that was. But we built relationships doing it with each other. I could call him, chew the fat with him, certain thing in common, different injuries, different stuff. Just as veterans, we was able to talk, and I got a lot of food for thought, a lot of positive vibes. Learned a lot from John, and that did have a very profound effect on whether I even wanted to pursue into the future. And well, the rest is history. Here you are, John. You were a big part of that. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Y'all stay up here. Anybody want to get a photo up here? But while I'm doing this, I want to tell you thank you, every one of you mentors, every one. Because what you're doing is you're grooming people, or have groomed people. A lot of you guys may not realize that there are probably mentors sitting out here in this room right now, and you don't even realize the effect that you have had on another fellow Legionnaire. Okay? Continue that. Training your replacement, whether it be training your replacement, but the whole thing is the way we carry ourselves as Legionnaires. When we're wearing this logo, you don't know who might be sitting across that room while you're acting up or how you're behaving. We have to have a positive image. This is our brand. We have to represent it in our daily lives. It's very important. I mean, John will tell you, when he met me, I was a cowboy. But we built relationships. I was just a very motivated, and I had to be calmed down a little bit and settle down. And guys like this guy here, help you point you in the right direction. Continue that. Mentorship's important, okay? Very important. If we're wanting to grow this organization, how we present ourselves, wearing our brand, has everything to do with perception. 3P or 2PI, PPI, positive public image. Okay? And together, remember this, the difference we make, maybe just what it takes, maybe we will prevail. Thank you guys very much. Suck it up, Butterfield.
John, can we see your face?
And actually, I've got a personal one. John Dollinger, would you step forward, please? My first year as a district commander, it seemed like it was just yesterday. I met this guy. I think that was the year that we had just adopted our current rules for governing trials. And I inherited a district that had a little bit of turmoil. And John actually, I think we did the very first trial under the brand new rules. So he was the judge that was brought in. And since then, my second year as district commander, boy, what a magic carpet ride that was. But we built relationships doing it with each other. I could call him, chew the fat with him, certain thing in common, different injuries, different stuff. Just as veterans, we was able to talk, and I got a lot of food for thought, a lot of positive vibes. Learned a lot from John, and that did have a very profound effect on whether I even wanted to pursue into the future. And well, the rest is history. Here you are. John, you were a big part of that. Thank you very much, sir. Y'all said, if anybody want to get a photo out here, while I'm doing this, I want to tell you thank you, every one of you mentors, every one. Because what you're doing is you're grooming people, or have groomed people. A lot of you guys may not realize that there are probably mentors sitting out here in this room right now, and you don't even realize the effect that you have had on another fellow Legionnaire. Okay? Continue that. Training your replacement, whether it be training your replacement, but the whole thing is the way we carry ourselves as Legionnaires. When we're wearing this logo, you don't know who might be sitting across that room while you're acting up or however you're behaving. We have to have a positive image. This is our brand. We have to represent it in our daily lives. It's very important. John will tell you, when he met me, I was a cowboy. But we built relationships. I was just a very motivated, and I had to calm down a little bit and settle down. And guys like this guy here, you know, help you point you in the right direction. Continue that. Mentorship is important, okay? Very important. If we want to grow this organization, how we present ourselves, wearing our brand, has everything to do with perception. 3 P or 2 PI. Positive public image. Okay? And together, remember this. The difference we make may be just what it takes. Maybe we will prevail. Thank you guys very much. Go on. One sentence.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, yes, Fred. Yes, Fred. Hi, Fred.
135, we just recently had a presentation by a translator, an Afghan translator, who was flown over here the last day of the evacuation. We worked with the special forces in Afghanistan. We brought his unit, his governor's unit, brought this family, a husband, a wife, and 5 children. And they're living in Medina now. And they are basically out of Fort Myers. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get them. We're trying to get them up coming out. He worked for the. He was an attorney in Afghanistan. He's working as a paralegal now in the state's attorney's office here in Florida. We're trying to raise money up now to get him a car or a lease so he can go to work. He spoke at our post for about 5 minutes, very rudely. His daughter got up and spoke for about 10 minutes. I've never heard a child praise her father as much as this girl praised her dad. Almost every sentence was dad, 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 dad. It was so moving. And here we are with a family of 7 living in a 2-bedroom apartment in Medina. Trying to help them raise their standard of living a little bit. We've already approached the VFW and the ambulance, and they're kicking in to help. If anybody here be interested in doing something with this to raise some money to help these people out, or some other way of helping them out, let me know your email address, and I'll email you the information.
Thank you, Fred.
Thank you, Fred.
Ladies and gentlemen, I did look over something. I skipped it in the agenda, so it's going to be a couple more minutes, and I apologize. I need a post that'll sponsor it. We need, not I, we need a post that'll sponsor a suicide prevention event. I'm sorry?
February 25th.
February what?
25th.
February 25th is the date.
Post 38.
Post 38, we'll take that?
Post 136.
136? Okay, thank you, sir. Post 136, and that date is again February 25th? February 25th. So if everyone can come out and help, that'd be great. Mike, can you do this in a couple minutes real quick so we get these people out of here? Go ahead, stand up and do it from there, please. Mike is the chairman for the suicide prevention for 13th District, along with Dina Hall.
So the committee is myself, Dina, Steve Copeland, and then we've got a representative from the FAL. We also got one from the auxiliary and from the riders. So we're also, besides looking for a post to put this on, we're also looking for 2 to 4 posts to do a 5 fundraiser, whether it be a dinner or another type of fundraiser, help us out, you can contact me or Deanna. We're also going to be having an initial meeting afterwards, so host, you were welcome to join us. We have 2 posts that we would be part of it.
Commander Dollinger, would you like to come to the podium, sir? Would you please escort Commander Dollinger to the podium?
There is a gentleman here standing in the back of the room. His name's Luke Graham. Ourselves and Post 110 started a program about 4 or 5 months ago with Luke. Luke is a service officer for the Florida Department of Veterans Affairs. He is in our post twice a month, the first and the third Wednesdays. He comes in. I've set up a schedule. He comes in about 3:45. He meets with veterans from 3:45 to about 9:30 in 45-minute increments. The other day he met with 8 veterans, and I think he wrote 6 claims. The time prior to that he met with 8 veterans and wrote 8 claims. But his job in life, he's a service officer for the Florida Department of Veterans Affairs. He works full-time at the VA in Cape Coral when he's not otherwise assigned. That is a very, very good program. He would like to talk to everybody or anybody after we're done. We're looking to expand the program. A lot of you, I know, work through your county service officers. The biggest advantage Luke offers is he brings all his equipment with him. And he can look at your medical records, he can look at your prior claims. We've had people that have had claims in 15, 20 years. And he's able to look them up, and he's more than willing to assist you in improving your claims, improving your percentage. He's exceptionally good at doing that. He's also very good at telling you what it'll take to get a claim, as far as what injuries and what problems he can help you solve. In this post, we have a lot of hearing problems. And we have several that have a disability for hearing with a rating of 0. Well, at most of our ages now, hearing is a significant problem. People that worked on aircraft carriers or battleships, you don't hear real well. Well, we've been able to work on getting those claims improved. So, as I said, he's here twice a month. He's at 110 twice a month. And it's been very good for our veterans. Probably 10%, 15% of the phone calls I get are looking for Luke. So he wants to talk to people in a group in the back after we're done. He's also trying to gather information for the Florida Department of Veterans Affairs to see whether it'd be worthwhile to expand this program at almost every Legion post around Florida. So Luke will meet with everybody after that would like to. Having said that,
Yes, he's pretty short. Okay, real quick, We have a fishing rod over here that was handmade. I understand it's a fantastic fishing rod. This gentleman over here, Camp Bateson, he's donating it to the fall picnic, to be raffled off at the fall picnic. Okay? The other thing I have is the Legion Riders of Florida won the Garland Murphy Award. And due to help from 110 with their generous contribution, they went over the top and won this award. Dates for the Legion Comics are February 16th through the 19th. I know that's a long way off, but you got to do your registrations before that. September 22nd is the first day of fall for those who are interested. Go in line and enroll in the American Legion Boot Camp. I just finished it for the second time. You learn so much. Okay, you will, if you're really into doing what you're doing as commander and adjutant and vice commander, you know, or just being a regular Legion member, go there, do that course. It's a lot of fun. You do it in your own time. Okay? It's a good course. And you get a pin and a certificate at the end. At least you get something. Okay? And that is, you know, you people can clap. That's all I have. We're done. Commander Dollars, would you please, yes?
I just have one thing I want to say. I'm with Post 192, a page member 192, and I had run across the city officials in.
You're out of line. You're out of order. I told you you were out. No, we're not going to talk about that. You're out of order. You're out of order, sir. You're out of order. That is going to be discussed amongst the leaders of the Florida Department. Okay? And when we come up with what we're doing, you will be advised, and then we can go to the members of whatever city you want to go to. But at this time, it's out of order at this meeting. I told you I would do that in the emails that I sent you. Okay? So at this time, Commander Dollinger, would you please take over the meeting?
If there's no further business to come before this meeting, please uncover. Chaplain.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for this time that you